think you guys have had those kinds of situations. And I realized that, yes, I do need to become a better listener, right? Maybe you've experienced this in your own life. The Bible is clear in James 1:19 where he says, my dear brothers and sisters, understand this. Everyone should be quick to what? Listen, slow to speak, difficult for me, and slow to anger. This is what the Bible calls us. And so as I began to think about this message, as I thought about the things we learned in the last 2.5 days at this Turning Point conference, and as I began to think about what is it that I want to deliver to you guys, to my beloved congregation, I sense that God wants me to speak to you today about what God wants. What God wants. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever thought that? Not what you want, not what your spouse wants, not what your employer wants, not even what your pastor wants, but what does God want? What does God want from you? When was the last time you actually sat down and actually spent time with God? Like you just spent time with God and you're like, God, what do you want? What does God want? I want you to think about it. Kids, teenagers, young adults, people in different life stages, I want you to think about this question. What does God want? We look at this text and we see in verse 13 that the people welcoming Jesus, coming into Jerusalem, they took palm branches and they went out to meet him. Now, this was very regular. This is very normal what they were doing because in the Jewish culture, the palm branch became a national symbol of freedom and triumph. It was their version of a flag. So a few months ago, in America, we celebrate the 4th of July.